Hi guys, welcome to a new tutorial. Today we'll be learning how to make a cage art on the side of your outfit. So this beautiful project was done. I did this on my client's outfit and I went to dress her up. Look at how it is looking on her body, and we even went for a photo shoot later on. It is so beautiful. So today's tutorial is on how to make that structure or cage art. Now I have my pattern paper. I'm going to be rolling a straight line. After that, I want to get the midpoint of my paper so I can share my measurement equally. Then I now roll that midpoint. I'm going to get my client outfit. When she came for fitting, it was okay on her. That's why you're seeing that armpits. That is roll on. Yeah, so I get the length of the structure I want, and what I measured was 6, because I will be turning it, so I measured 7 inches. Then the next thing is going to be the length of the structure. Yeah, so you also take your outfits that you've made and get the midpoint. From the midpoint, go side by 1 inch or 1.5. Then you now measure from your back to that point. Then whatever length you have there is what you are going to be using. Now I got a length of 23 inches. I added 2 inches, making 25. I divide it into 2, and I'm going to be sharing one on both side and the other one on both side. I don't know whatever figure I know I'm doing there, but I know I divided it into 2. It's been a while I made this tutorial. So whatever length you have, divide it into 2 and you share it equally. After that, I'm going to be rolling the line so I can cut off the paper that I don't need. Yeah, so guys, then I'm going to be going up on that point where you see my tape touching by 1 inch, and from the top line here I went out by 2 inches. This is just to avoid pointiness. Yeah, then I'm just going to use my curve ruler to connect it to that 2 inches and to the 1 inch. Then we are going to be cutting it off. It is very simple, guys. I'm going to be showing you guys some mistakes that I did and how I corrected them. Now from the midpoint, guys, I went down 1.5 inches on the straight line. On the curve line I did 2.5 inches. Now I'm going to tell you, you can just do 2.5 on the curvy parts here and just trace all the lines to the end. The 1.5 I did on the end is actually too much. You can just do half inch, then you connect it to the 2.5 inches on the curve part. After that, you are going to arrange them. Make sure you label them so that you can arrange. What we're actually doing now is just to give it volume. This is a slash and spread. It is to give it volume. I did the first one and I realized it wasn't giving me volume, so I now had to do this one. That's why I said I'm going to tell you guys some corrections that I did. The first one I did was still the same, but I didn't do slash and spread, so it wasn't giving me that. It was not standing the way I wanted it to, so I had to do this one again. So just arrange your slash pattern, arrange it one after the other, follow your measurements. I did there, label them rather, 1 2 3 4 5, so I can get your curve part. Then if your paper is not enough, add it, and so you can get the curve part. Now you can see that when I was placing it on this pattern paper, I didn't do the exact 1.5 inch on the straight line. Even the 2.5 inches, I didn't do too much. Yes, because I realized that if I do too much, it would be too big for me. So You can do half inches on the straight line, and maybe you do one and a half on the curvy part. So when I folded it into two, one was bigger than the other. Just fold it into two and just cut, blend it up. This is whatever thing you want to do, just do it. It is not a big deal. Blend it up. And so this is me just blending it up to the part that is giving me that curvy part. So I took my material and I folded it into 8 because I want to get 4 of these. That is one for the actual fabric and one for lining. So I went ahead to gum it. Now, if you are gumming it with your paper gum, you are going to make sure it has structure. I did just one paper gum. Later on, I had to lose it and I had to gum it back again. So if you are using paper gum, you can do 4. If you have this thick medium gum stay, you can do 2. So just make sure when you gum your fabric, it is standing. Then I just use my chalk to mark lines where I'm going to be sewing my bias on it. I did 4 lines, but I went ahead to sew 3 later. So when you are going to be placing your bias, make sure you leave some allowance on the edge here because you are going to turn it from that part. Now this is the boning I am using. I am not using a regining boning. I'm using a plastic boning. Plastic boning will give you the structure that you want. It will not be flat at the end of the day. So this is it. After sewing my bias on it, it is a lining, so my bias will not show from the outside. My black was not enough, so I used red. Then I went ahead to put my boning, and I make sure I have a half inch left on both sides. Just measure the length of your boning and minus 1 inch from it and cut. After fixing my boning, this is how it is. Now it was at this point, after sewing this first one, that I realized that it was too soft for me. I now lose just this lining back, and I gum extra interfacing on it. So you are going to turn, you sew the side, then you sew the upper one, then you now turn. After that, guys, I went ahead to now weave the edge. Yes, so this is it. It is looking all beautiful and fine. We are almost at the end of this tutorial. If you find it helpful, give me a thumbs up right now, guys. Give me a like, and share this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. So I went ahead to take my fabric, the top I'm working on. So I just use my chalk to roll it to where I'll be fixing this cage art or structure on. Yeah, so I now had to do the other side, and we're just going to be turn it. So we have the allowance on the side. The boning didn't get to that part, so it will give you that you'll be able to sew on it with 2 to 8 or 2.5 inches or half inches when you are sewing it. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. Then so this is the structure. You place it on it. Yeah, like you're going to place it just the way you see me placing, and you're going to sew. When you sew, you flip it. Yeah, so you place it and you flip it and you sew it. After sewing, guys, this is how it is. Yeah, this is how it is. If your structure, before you turn your lining and all of that, measure your structure to see that the length is not longer than your outfit before you put your boning and all of that. So this is it. It is looking all beautiful, and my clients loved it. It is fine. It is easy to make. So guys, thank you very much for watching this tutorial to this point, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye.